Hello everyone, our Discovery Island book, Unit 8, Lesson 7 is the lesson for today. It's the phonics and spelling lesson. The title for the phonics lesson for today is the past and past participle endings. Past and past participle endings. Past and past participle endings. What is the past and the past participle tense first? Past and past participle tense is the simple past, which is the second verb, and the past participle is the third verb. Now they are divided into two parts. It's either regular verbs or irregular. So the past and past participle tense can be a regular verb or can be an irregular verb. The regular verb ends with ed, while the irregular verb doesn't end with the ed. Okay, so our lesson for today is about this here, the regular verb that ends with ed, the past and participle verb, the regular one that ends with ed. We're not going to talk about the irregular one. Okay, so the ed here that comes at the end of the past verb or the past participle verb this ed is pronounced in three ways. There are three ways to pronounce the ed that comes at the end of the past and past participle verb. Number one is to pronounce it as a t sound. Two is to pronounce it as a d sound. And three is to pronounce it as an ed sound. So t, number one, d, and ed. When do I pronounce it as a d sound? First, we have to know what is the meaning of the unvoiced and the voiced sound. The unvoiced here is when you pronounce the sound, these sounds here are called unvoiced. When you pronounce them, the vocal cords that are here, they don't move. So there's no vibration here in the vocal cords. While the d sound here are used with the voiced sound. The voiced sound are the sounds that cause vibration when you say them. So if you put your finger on your neck here, you can feel the vibration when you say these sounds here. Like for example, try saying the word cold and you can feel the vibration, while if you say the word watched, you will not feel the vibration here in your neck, in the vocal cords. Okay, the T sound is used after the unvoiced sound. Unvoiced, the sound that doesn't have a voice, that don't have vibration here. What are these sounds? You can simply just memorize them. We have the sound ch, sh, f, k, p, double s, x, c, and gh. Whenever the verb ends with one of these sounds here, and then comes the ed here is pronounced t. So you will say watched, washed, sniffed, looked, helped, missed, fixed, danced, and laughed. So the sounds here are the t sounds, because the voice here, all these voices are unvoiced. After the unvoiced sound comes the t sound. Next we have the d sound. When do I pronounce the ed as a d? Is when you have before the ed is a voiced sound, the sound that has vibration, like L, N, R, G, V, S, Z, B, and M. Like cold, cleaned, the sound here is da. It's not like the other one that was ta. Offered, damaged, loved, used, amazed, robbed, and claimed. And then you have the final sound here, which is the ed sound, ed sound. I pronounce the ed, ed. When do I pronounce the ed? Ed only with two letters, which is the d or the D letter and the T. Whenever I had the verb ends with the D or a T, I pronounce the ed that comes at the end, like needed, wanted. Okay, so if I have a D or a T, I will pronounce the ed as an ed sound. That was the 3 sounds that we have in our lesson for today. In your People's Book, page 94, past simple regular verbs ED review, we have the 3 sounds here that we've just discussed. ED is pronounced T after the unvoiced sounds. We said that the unvoiced are the sounds that when you pronounce them, you don't have there's no vibration in the vocal cords. The D is pronounced after the voiced sound, the sound that has vibration when you pronounce it. And the it sound is pronounced after verbs ends with T or D. In your Pupils Book, page 94, listen and repeat. I want you to listen to the 3 different sounds here of the ED.
T, D, id.
Okay, so we have T, D, and id. 3 different sounds that we have for the ED. Listen and read the words. Then say the
Listen and read the words. Then say the odd one out in each set.
Okay, so odd one means the different one. So which one is the different? Let's listen to the first one.
1. Played, followed, visited.
Okay, so played, followed, and visited. Visited here is the different one because it's an id sound, while played and followed are the d sound. Here we have d, and here it's the id sound, visited. Number 2.
2. Decided, painted, packed.
Okay, decided, painted, and packed. Okay, so these 2 here are the id sound, while packed is the different one, which is the t sound, packed. Then you have number 3. Let's listen to number 3.
3. Ended, stopped, missed.
Okay, so, ended, stopped, missed. Stopped and missed are the t sound, while ended, it is the id sound, which is the different one. Number 4.
4. Collected, lived, recorded.
Okay, so collected and recorded are the id sound, while lived is the d sound, which is the different one. Number 5.
5. Passed, watched, opened.
Okay, passed, watched, opened. These 2 are t sound, while opened is the d sound, which is the different one. Finally,
6. Revised, remembered, dropped.
Okay, dropped is the t sound, revised and remembered are the d sound, which is dropped is the different one. Activity number 23 in your Pupils Book. You are going to read and complete the sentences. Say them with a partner. Okay, you can say them yourself. Number 1, we have the verbs watched, missed, played, and visited. So I have he, and then the board games on Saturday evening. So what did he do with the board games? Of course, he played. Is number 1. Number 2, their friends yesterday. What did they do to their friends? They visited. Number 3, the football match on the TV last night, watched. And 4, she got up late and missed the bus. That was the Pupils Book. In your Activity Book, page 88, read, start, and write. We have here verbs. ended with AD, you are going to sort them according to their sound. The one that ends with the t sound, you put it in the first column here. The one with the ed sound, you will write it down here, and the d sound will be here. So played is the d sound. Visited, okay, we have cooked, decided, washed, followed, cleaned, landed, dropped, collected, stopped, remembered, recorded, brushed, studied, revised, listened, watched, sounded, pitched, tasted, walked, covered, and asked. You can go back to the sounds, to the words that I gave you, and check which one is the ta, the ed, or the da if you can't recognize it from the pronunciation. I want you to do this exercise and then pause this video here, go back again and check your answers. Play the video again and check your answers. Okay, so the answers after you have done the activity is T, the T sound is cooked, washed, dropped, stopped, brushed, watched, pitched, and walked and asked. The ed sound visited, decided, landed, collected, recorded, sounded, tasted. The d sound is played, followed, cleaned, remembered, revised, listened, covered, and studied. Next, you are going to read and circle in red the t sound, in blue the d, and in green the ed sound. So, I packed my bag in 3 minutes. In what color am I going to circle this verb here? Packed. Yes, well done. It's the red sound. It's the red color because it's a t sound. And she missed the bus and waited for 1 hour. Missed here is, again, the t. Well done. The bus and waited for 1 hour. This is a green color because it's an ed sound. 3, he dropped the plate in the canteen yesterday. Dropped here is, well done, it's the t sound. You're going to circle it in red. 4, his spaghetti tasted delicious. Well done. Tasted here is an ed sound. He cooked, we cooked together in the classroom. Cooked here is a t sound, cooked. 6, they borrowed the recipe from their mother. So borrowed here is the d sound. Read and find the sound, then continue the list. So watched, helped, missed. What is the sound here? Well done, it is a t sound. Continue the list with some verbs that you know. What verbs do you know that ends with the t sound? Okay, so we have cooked, washed, dropped, and walked, and there are other verbs that you can write, different verbs. You don't have to write the same verbs here. Number 2, covered, lived, learned. What is the sound here? Yes, it's the d sound. And what verbs can you continue here writing? You have played, followed, cleaned, studied, and again you can write many other verbs that has the d sound. Finally, we have the ed sound, which is visited, decided, and tasted. Examples are like landed, collected, recorded, and sounded. Last activity, you're going to write sentences using verb from activity 18. So go back to activity 18. You have a list of many verbs there. You can use some of them to write sentences. For example, you can write 2 or 3 sentences here with the sound t and the sound da and the sound ed. After you finish doing this exercise, I want you to take a photo of it, send it to me, show it to me in class area, in discussion room, or in the under this video, or under the in a message. That was our lesson for today. Thank you all for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video and understand the 3 different pronunciation of the ed past verb. That was our lesson for today. Thank you and see you in our next lesson. Goodbye.